recording for YouTube is live. As we know, this is the bracket of the February race. We are in the winner bracket final. We have Chaemiko versus Infi live to our hands here in a best of 5. Later on, we will see Romantic versus TH. TH apparently playing Night Elf according to TED, so not everything will be Human Mirror. But man, the journey of Chaemiko, as I said many times before, he was my pick for most improved player in 2017. Didn't quite make it and fell into a little slump, I would say. But he seems to be back and he seems to be stronger than ever. Very, very young, very, very promising and very, very dedicated. I mean, he was living in a team house for 1 entire year. One could say that this practice actually did work out. Even though the performances of his last year weren't too great. 23 years old, but he is up against one of the best players in the world, especially in this matchup. It's Infi, and of course he should be the big favorite here. So, we should go to setup as well. Chat is set up. Then let's dive into the action in this winner bracket final. Last Refuge is the first map. Chaemiko in the bottom as the red player. And he starts with an Archmage with Barracks build. No surprises here. Infi on the other side going for an Archmage as well with equipment 2. So no early Lumber Mill, no Tavern Hero, whatever. I think TH's game is starting at the same time. We'll stick to the winner bracket final though, because that determines who's gonna get at least 5 points. Lower bracket final basically decides nothing. Well, lower bracket semi-final, I should rather say. Because rank 3 and 4 will both get 3 points. TH vs Romantic is quite an interesting matchup, though. The thing is, Romantic, Chaemiko, he loves to go for tier 3. And I'm pretty sure we're in for exciting games here today. There is 6 militia creep already by Chaemiko. Infi is going the same route. Is it Mercenary Camp? I think in Human Mirror it should be Mercenary Camp. Like usually humans would go to the expansion here right away against... Oh my god, this is very loud for me at least. Would go for the expansion quite fast against Undead, against Night Elf, not against Orc though. In Human Mirror, you really want the Shadow Priest. Nothing has been stolen yet. Infi on a good way to level 2, and with this Mercenary Camp axe, you can also go for Berserkers, who have good damage against your Militia, and the Shadow Priest of your opponent, obviously. So having that Mercenary Camp is quite a good boost. On the other side, for Chaemiko, we have Boots of Quell Palace. Rune Braces are okay if you fight against the Mountain King, but apart from that, I think that will all be sold. They sent the Militia back, so it's not an instant expansion. They continue with the green spots to get closer to level 3. This is a race for level 3 to 4, I guess. Level 3, of course, Water Elementals. Level 4, then Brilliance Aura, which makes it... I mean, in Human Mirror, you see so many casters, especially priests. Colors are wrong? Sorry. Especially priests. And if you have the better Brilliance Aura, then you can dispel more. And if you can dispel more, then there's less Water Elementals for your opponent. That means your army does more damage. So, actually, every single level is important in this matchup. They are going for the expansion now, both of them. We've seen this quite a bit on Last Refuge. Just depends on who can hold it better and longer. We've also seen tier 2 expansions that don't seem to work that well, in my opinion. Oh, it sent the Militia back again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Both of them, actually. So it's not a fast expansion. And I think that's a good choice. Still on tier 1. They should prioritize the tech over the expansion just to be safe. With level 2 Watermelons, you can just pressure so much, plus the mercenaries, that an expansion would be really risky. If you win the first skirmish and get a few footmen off of your opponent's army, then it's quite cool. Then you can go for an expo maybe. Fair colors are right, guys. maybe the notifications coming delayed. Infi is pushing already. This water elemental will be intercepted quite quickly. And that gives him a boost towards level 4. You can see 1/3 of the level ahead and... Whoa! Chaemiko getting the Shadow Priest. At least Infi doesn't get it. I mean, this was an investment, yeah. This doesn't really help his army, yeah, but if he doesn't purchase the Shadow Priest, then Infi has 2 of them. Chaemiko backstabbing now. Armies look fairly similar. Chaemiko is supply stuck though. I mean, he will tech or is in tech already, so that doesn't do too much. Quite a bit ahead actually. Scouting with the water elemental now. Infi retreats. No big casualties here, but the mobility on Infi's Archmage is significant. Boots of speed plus the tele staff and plus 8 damage. Also replenishment potion, which is nice to get mana back without having a shop, so maybe he can delay the shop a little. But so far the game very, very similar. Regen potion is running. We have a big potion of invulnerability. Tome of experience possible here, but this is level 4 guaranteed. Tome of experience would be a huge jump towards level 5. And it's a Tome of knowledge. On the other side, no level 4 yet, but it's a mana potion and that is huge. 2.5 water elementals from this item. That's a lot of HP and DPS. Tome of agility for him. Plus 8 already. Good armor on the Archmage, but whatever. Yes, this is not really what you want. Second Shadow Priest for Infi, of course. This one on his side in the north was not contested at all. And I think this is a good timing for Infi to push. Chaemiko has a level 4 Archmage as well, though. But his items are way better, and the second Shadow Priest is making a big difference. So, can Chaemiko deny this? Is a level 5 more. That's a lot of experience. And that is right in front of Chaemiko's base. I don't think he got it yet. So the level 5 Ogre is still up for grabs. He comes back in. Infi is not focusing it. He's going for the Archmage. Nice run by Chaemiko there. All the creeps still alive. This one goes to... I'm not really sure. Could have been both. Chaemiko gets this one. Heal walls up for grabs can be amazing if you establish a good blocker line. You see the fireball bouncing back thanks to defense. What a scrappy fight here, but seems like Chaemiko has the upper hand so far. The heal ward is helping. Can't really save that priest, that footman. Everything is hurt for Infi, but he can't really be chased, right? There's no boots. With boots, he could have gotten 2 kills, maybe. So level 4.5 Archmage here. Level 4.5 Archmage here. This is as mirrory as it gets. Arcane Sanctum's coming up, and Infi is establishing a tower already. Seems like he feels that he won this fight, and he picks up more experience. This one is easy to kill. But he doesn't continue to attack. Ah, there we go. So he's getting closer and closer to level 5. There could be a Zeppelin soon. The shop is up. He needs a lot of healing, as Chaemiko is still chasing, but he moves back. Doesn't want to fight into that base. He could have cancelled a lot of healing there. Don't really know why he's not doing it. 4 footmen are back. 37 supply for Chaemiko. Second Sanctum coming up as well. Infi's Sanctums are already finished. And he will get the next spot here. Making sure that there's no expansion though is Chaemiko, but this is level 5 Archmage for sure. Far, far away is the Korean. Even with a little militia support, just wants to fasten it up. But I guess we're gonna see big water elementals on both sides soon. Mountain King is soaking up some experience. The second heroes should be very, very weak. There's not too much left on the map for the 2 players to creep, and yeah, second heroes level 1, as you can see. Anchor for Incarnation can be good. But the creep routes are really different. Of course, there's 4 spots left, the turtles and the rat spots, and I guess they will take their time. Should just script them now. Priest and Dispel upgrade for Infi, Priest and Dispel upgrade for Chaemiko. He's not going tier 3 with this. The thing is that Infi is already on... Ah, he's not level 5. Okay, he thought he was on level 5, then he could have sent the Archmage back for full experience on the Mountain King. But no, Ketka's Pipe of Insight, usually a great item, not if you're a human, because you have an Archmage anyway. Boots of Speed for the MK are nice. Of course, in the upcoming patch, he will have a little more movement speed, as we all know, but he's still at 270 here. So this could be big. If this is a command aura, for example, or a true shot aura, that gives Chaemiko an edge in every single fight. So what's he gonna get? Medallion of Courage, decent for an MK, but certainly not game deciding. Infi on the other side is expanding, not as at his natural, but at this position, very interesting. And there's a blacksmith coming. Usually blacksmith is an indicator for knights or mortars, because it that opens up their tech tree. I guess in this game it's just for the tech on units, on the breakers, to have more armor on them. And yeah, Chaemiko is faster with creeping. He has a level 5-3 and a blizzard transition. I don't know if Infi did the same, because he went to the shop, I'm pretty sure about that. Breakers are coming for Chaemiko, there's a blacksmith as well. Has the first defense upgrade already finished. So no, Infi is still on water elementals, and this could be a big surprise. Boom! Of course, this is so nice, man. What an interception by Chaemiko. Kills the first priest off. Footmen are suffering as well. There's not big blocker line. He's hurting the priests a lot. Oh my god. This was a genius move by Chaemiko. He's about to kill the Mountain King. Can the breakers block? Not really. He's down to 40. No mana anymore on the Mountain King. He had the bigger mana potion, so it was possible for him to Stormbolt, but he didn't. Infi with huge losses. Level 3.5 on the Mountain King here. This water elemental, of course, is big and it's annoying, but Chaemiko is gonna tear down this expansion with his blizzard, as Infi has to heal up. Close to level 4, though, on the MK. We saw Clap. Oh, but this hurt. You know it. No repair on that building. It will take some time to knock it down. Infi with, yeah, quite a big risk to build that expo on tier 2 before going into breakers. But it was just the Archmage not being at the army, no TP. Actually, okay, he leaves the footman here to knock it down. And the map is Infi. The map is empty. Infi can't do too much anymore. No Tome of Retraining. I don't know if it was available or not. Infi is not efficient in his moves at the moment. He didn't expect Chaemiko to creep that fast, I guess. Because he checked all the spots, or he was just hoping for it. So what can he do? He can spam water elementals and kill peasants. But then I think he just built a second arcane tower and he should be safe with that. Chaemiko wants the fights now. With Blizzard, he has a great showing, and it's the same situation again! The Archmage is in the base, Chaemiko is looking for the fight, here comes Clap, where is Blizzard? Archmage is repositioning, and this is again so much damage! Level 3 Blizzard, he's trying to heal against it with a healed scroll. Mountain King is disabled there, getting some mana burn, but there's still a lot of Stormbolts to work with. But on the same time for Chaemiko, he could use the bigger mana potion, and then the Mountain King is toast TP out by Infi again, and this happens for the second time, Groundhog Day. On Last Refuge. He teleports to his expansion, so at least that one stays alive and it will not be killed by one footman. Infi did a good job in saving a lot. So there is massive damage, but he can't really get the kills. 0-1 upgrades on this unit. 2-2 for Chaemiko already. 3 upgrades ahead. And off we go. No disable at all. He decides to go for the Mountain King with the Stormbolt. So this Blizzard here now doesn't affect too much because it only hits the breakers and they are magic immune. But this repositioning was nice. What a Clap Blizzard combo. But there was a bash helping him. Otherwise it could be a disaster. But in the actual fight, Infi is killing more. It looks all shiny and stuff. But the water elementals are a factor that are not to be underestimated. Of course there's Blizzard now, but Chaemiko doesn't have too many priests. I wonder why he's not going for the Mountain King here. Ooh, he's hurting his own Mountain King Invo Potion. Well done to dodge that Stormbolt. Ah, he used the mana potion already. Heal scroll now. Chaemiko on the roll. 57 supply. And moving forward. He has one more Stormbolt against the Archmage. Can't really surround him, I guess. Or is he stuck? No way! How did he get that? He can't get out. There is no TP. He swaps the Ankh of Reincarnation and an Invo Potion. So this is a lot of time for Infi to fight. And I think he has to give up that surround pretty soon. I like that Blizzard. He makes sure that the Priest won't heal him. Level up and the Archmage dies for the first time. Can he keep that surround closed? He is on hold position, I guess. And that's the bad thing about the Ankh. Yes, you come back, but you're still in the same position. Gets the bash. And boom, Archmage falls for the second time. No Brilliance Aura anymore. And that should be game. I mean, he can get him back from the tavern. 500 gold. But this Expo is gone for the second time for sure. Workers are all dying. Level 6 for Chaemiko. This is mass teleport available. And no backup expansion for Infi again. Oh, he can't get him back from the tavern. This takes forever. He's supply stuck as well. He was quite lucky. That's why he resurrected the Archmage in the altar here. Because if he goes to the tavern, he loses time. And then he's supply stuck. And then he can't get it back. So, better late than never, I guess. Chaemiko could even tech to tier 3 now. Invo Potion again, to make sure that there's no hero focus. But there wasn't too much progress on this Mountain King. In, like, the last few minutes. So he's not getting closer to 5. Chaemiko outleveled him hard here. He's one level ahead, and that is the ultimate level for the Archmage. Here comes Blizzard to get rid of the repair. And the shop is down, so no more breakers for Infi, no more potions for Infi. He still has a decent army.
The town is under siege.
It would be so big if he kills the altar, and the Blizzard certainly helps with that. But he has to be careful. Surround, and yeah, he shouldn't mass TP out, just to be sure that there's no bash coming. He's trying to reposition, and there is no Mountain King, so he saves the Archmage with it. This doesn't really have a block line established anymore. This wasn't the best mass TP. He's going for the Mountain King though, but nice counter surround. Trying to go for the clap surround, but that doesn't work. Repositions again. Mana should be dry because of all the breakers. Yes, feedback does a good job. And the Archmage is soon to be back. Can Infi really turn this around? There would be a miracle. 58 supply against 63. And mass teleport again. This time he's going home to heal up and get some mana back. Whew, quite a good game to start things with. There is no Invo Potion available. That's what he wants. What's he doing? Zeppelin? Shredder? Zeppelin it is. And the main gold mines are about to expire. 1,600 gold. Oh, mass teleport on that peasant. I like that play. So Infi is a little bit caught off guard, of course. He will play cat and mouse with him now.
A town is under siege.
He can't counter TP against this. And this could be a great position. With all the breakers up front and the Archmage with Blizzard, he can never reach him for a bash. So he has to dance a little with those priests. He's still hitting a few. So the healing goes towards the priest and not towards the breakers. And it's still 0-2 versus 2-2. And there's priest behind it that can heal. So in every single regard, Chaemiko has the better army and the better position. Stormbolt for the Archmage. Can't really reach around, or can he? What a damage! Has to force the invul very, very quickly. So when those 7 seconds are up, the Archmage might be toast. And there's the Zeppelin to help against that bolt surround. Infi has to hope for a lot of bashes here. But it's Infi. I mean, he's always up for big turnarounds. Nice healing potion or heal scroll. And staffs back with the stuff of teleportation. Use it again. Finds the targets. There's no mana on the Mountain King anymore. And that was the last Blizzard. For Infi, we also have no Water Elemental. So basically, this is a non-spell fight now. It's just the numbers. Ah, okay, Blizzard was cheaper than I thought. And it's so easy if you have breakers to just run through it and chase further. But Infi seems to be a little better in those fights. He has more priests despite the Blizzard, which is interesting. Oh, but the Mountain King completely out of position. Has to hope for a lot of luck here. Invo Potion on Chaemiko's side. The Mountain King has nothing. And the priest can't really reach. And that's the MK death. GG! Chaemiko wins game number 1. What a surprise. Chaemiko continues his reign throughout this qualifier and takes the first map of Infi in this entire playoff stage. He was 4-0 going into this winner bracket final. Not anymore. Korea leading 1-0. We have a few supporters here. Thank you, Chris Trix, for the 2nd month resub, G4 for the sub, Aluray for the sub, and Tor Machine for the 2nd month resub. Hey Neo, the Jesus of War 3. Great job, man. Keep it up. Thanks, man. Thanks, guys, I'd rather say. I hope you won't nail me to a cross one day. And this one Creepjack, after the Tome of Retraining with Blizzard, was absolutely key to victory. From that point on, everything spiraled out of control for Infi. He couldn't really get a comeback started, or he couldn't really start a comeback because, I don't know why. There were always counter surrounds when he needed them. Because, like, the only thing you can do from that point on is hope for good Storm Bolts, I guess. Or do some fancy tricks with maybe Zeppelins or something. Try a tier 3 tech and get some more teams. I don't know. But the Blizzard transition was absolutely key in this. And once the game gets to mass teleport, you know. How did he get to the fast upgrades, man? I guess, easier or faster blacksmith, obviously. But he was 1-2 when Infi started his 0-1. Like, that was, pretty good game by Chaemiko. He didn't expand, so he had more money too. That's a good point. That's a good point. The expansion was certainly a factor. Infi being so greedy. Or taking that risk, I'd rather say. It's not Chaemiko, it's Chaemiko. Are you sure? Is there a Korean that can confirm this? Chaemiko? Sounds weird. Well, of course I'm saying Chaemiko for such a long time that everything else seems weird. Thunderclap was good working with Blizzard, indeed. And this combo of Blizzard and Clap will be so much better. And they didn't invite me, what the fuck? Okay, so we have to go NetEase TV. Shouldn't be a problem. You were pronouncing it right, said Stoker. Thanks, man. So Chaemiko, we keep it with Chaemiko. Valiant says Chaemiko. Okay, cool. Cool. I was right. So we have to wait 2 minutes for the game to appear in Eddie's TV. You can certainly feel that the Chinese were a little angry that there was no Chinese player invited. Like, in all chats and how they behave here, you can feel it. Yeah, chat is English only. And everything else will be kicked after a few hints that this is not appreciated too much. I think there is a option to create chat or sub-chat rooms, I guess. Yeah, there's rooms in the chat in the upper right. So I guess you can create rooms. Or I can create rooms, or you can create rooms, I don't know. For different languages. Huh, that's actually not that bad. I can create a sub-room, I can create a moderator room, that's also nice. Huh, we'll think about it later. I will think about it after the cast. So, game is live. And we start. Game number 2. There we go. Chaemiko up 1-0. Big surprise. And Chaemiko in red here on Amazonia. In the bottom, upper right, belongs to Infi. Okay. Archmage first is the only thing you can go for in Human Mirror. Just Water Elementals open up so much creeping for you, and I mean, we talked about Brilliance Aura in game 1 already. So what will we see here? Most likely not an early mercenary camp creep, as it's just way too far away. Therefore, laboratory, shop, all the little ones here, those can be good with the illusions. Illusions and sentry wards always nice to have.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. Big discussion about Chinese players being invited or not. Of course I know that the Chinese scene is the backbone. And of course, it must be disappointing to them, for them. But I gave the reason. I mean, Blizzard wanted this to be interactive. Blizzard wanted all the players to speak English. And that's just not the case. Also, Foggy and Focus were invited, or were originally qualified for Super GCS. Out of nowhere they changed it to Chinese only. And that was a big reason for this tournament as well. I mean, there was this huge disappointment for Foggy and Focus. So it's not like the Chinese scene does everything right? Interpreters were never an option. Because it's not only for the stream, but it's also during dinner and stuff. I think we have a great bond now created between those 12 players who were there. And it would have been a lot harder with an interpreter in between. So I can't understand that they're mad, but they really shouldn't be. So, close to level 3 are both players. Here we go. The Murloc camp already taken out by Chaemiko. But, of course, Infi does the same. And now the tier 2 techs start. Oh, Infi quite a bit faster. We saw last game that fast attack might be better. Boots of speed this time for Chaemiko? I certainly hope so. Yep. Visa was an issue too? Not really. I mean, we got the Russians to come, so that was not an issue at all. Water Elemental summoned in the base, and he could go against the Lumber Mill. First kill already, and he is in tech, so he can't get him back. This is a great timing for Chaemiko again. Kills the second one, and the Archmage is just in. This is an opening here. This shouldn't be the case. There is another Water Elemental for him, but also for Chaemiko. And he's just doing it again, right? Off we go. Killing more peasants. The Korean off to a great start in map 2 as well. And what is Infi doing? He's using the time to creep, but is this really the best thing to do? I mean, he's wreaking havoc in his main. There's 3 kills already, 4 kills already. So he's not even losing too much experience over this. To prevent this kind of harass, some humans... Oh, Infi doesn't like his main base, as it seems. To prevent this, some humans go double Arcane Sanctum, because it kills the Water Elementals a lot faster.
A player's forces are under attack.
Level 4 Archmage though, and the Sobby Mask. That's pretty good. Having a mana advantage over your opponent is always great. Is he going for that? Oh, Shredder push into the base. The tech is finally finished now. Town Portal in by Infi. Of course, he can easily Town Portal out, but how many peasants will he kill? Infi has to reproduce at least like 4 or 5 of them. He doesn't want to go into Breaker Wars. He wants to kill him beforehand. And how many peasants will he lose? He's not blocking any of them. Ah, gets 1 from the Arcane, but that's not experience for Infi, so that's alright. Half a level ahead is Infi though, thanks to the creep spot. But if Infi gives him some time now, and I think he has to, because of only 1 Sanctum and no power build, then he can creep the rest of the map, like this one, maybe even the Mercenary camp. Chaemiko on the other side, Blood Mage second. Is he going to Flame Strike this? I mean, if he continues, he only has 4 Lumber Peasants, 5 Lumber Peasants. If he continues this base harass, you can just move with the Blood Mage here, cast Flame Strike into this one. How much gold did he win? 8,700, 8,300. So 300 gold advantage already, plus the Sanctum. Saved a lot of footmen.
A player's forces are under attack.
And yet, Infi's reactions are just a little too late. He's going in again. Yeah. Is there any hurt ones? Not really. Infi is supply stuck as well. This didn't accomplish too much, but it keeps the Archmage at bay. And okay, the Mountain King is leveling at the same time. That's alright. Level 4.6. On Amazonia, you really have to take care to not level too much with your first hero, because there's not too many camps around. With the Blood Mage, the Archmage will have way more mana than his opponent, because he can always give it over. Zeppelin is empty. Like, you siphon mana from your opponent, give it over to your first hero. True Shot Aura for Infi though. That's basically a free upgrade. Everything except the Mountain King is range. And Footman, of course, but they will be traded later on. And still no level 4 for this AM, plus the zombie mask that Infi has. Two big items from the Merc camps. Flute, and a big mana potion as well. Infi's super duper lucky with his drops. Chaemiko, later in every single regard from creeping. But the economy was better and his priest count should be higher. We have 4. Against only 1. He has a Shadow Priest from 1. Okay, 2, 3 with the Shadow Priest. And this is full aggression. He's pulling Militia, expecting an expansion? No, not really. He's going for the base immediately. And there's no shop. He will cancel that shop. That means no breakers. He finally has double Arcane Sanctum, but what does he want to do with it? Or without it, rather.
Player's forces are under attack.
Breakers are a key element, and he's towering him in a human mirror. I have not seen this in forever. The Korean pulling some tricks. Here comes Arcane Towers against the Water Elementals. Can he keep them up? It's definitely a distraction in the fight. This spells is rattling through. Double level up for Infi. This is 5 and 3. Super big levels. 3 levels ahead he is now. Footman War, Militia being called. The towers at the moment untouched. He has to survive until they're up, and then he has Water Elemental Superiors. Level 4 finally, so he can catch up with mana regeneration at least a little bit on his priest here. But the second Arcane Tower is up as well. That is free damage at the moment though for Chaemiko's army, as the towers are used as a distraction. Mass repair on them, it's not enough. Nice banish on the Water Elemental to completely disable them for quite some time. I mean, against heroes it doesn't take that long, but against units, banish lasts forever. Dispel everywhere. So far a pretty even fight, but I think the longer the game goes, or the longer the fight goes, the better it is for Infi. Water Elementals are better. There's a big Stormbolt for single target damage. And yeah, Chaemiko might have overreacted here. Good defense for Infi, despite the early Echo harassment and the lower priest count. I think the Korean saw his chance there, because there wasn't too much healing. The good thing is, there's still no shop and still no breakers for the former WCA champion Infi of 2014. Blacksmith coming for upgrades. Infi cannot afford this at all. And doesn't need it at the moment because they are not breakers. Oh, banished his... That was risky, man. If there's a Stormbolt on this banished Blood Mage, he's dead immediately. But he's dead already. Can't swap anything. Level 4. Infi is wiping the floor with him here. Despite the tech disadvantage in units. The Footmen are doing the job. The Water Elementals are doing the job. Stormbolts can snipe priests so easily now. Pick up the big item. Here's a heal scroll and an Invo potion. There's a big Invo potion. Couldn't swap it really to the Blood Mage. That's the downside of the Blood Mage, man. If there's a high level Mountain King, then he will be sniped easily. Blood Mage coming back. Still far away. He's more than a level ahead on the Archmage. That's just sick. trying to snipe the altar. There are 5 breakers though. But as long as there's so many footmen, do breakers really do the job? I mean, footmen are so cheap. They have the attack advantage because it's medium armor and they have normal attack. So they do extra damage. Better bang for your buck. Also they have no mana. So attacking with breakers doesn't really do too much to them. And you see them die. The Shredder would be nice to have. I think he died before. Blood Mage is back, but in a bad position. Could be surrounded there. He's not taking part in that fight at all. Nice surround by Infi. Getting rid of more and more breakers. Only 39 supply remaining for Chaemiko, while it's 50 for Infi. I think you should have gone for Flamestrike Blizzard and attack the base more. Now of course it's way too late, because there is Mass Teleport soon. It's almost a 2 level at that. And Chaemiko's supply stuck. So he has to fight with what he has. There's a Zeppelin. There's no real hero focus. And it's just footmen. 1-0 upgrade, yeah. But that doesn't really do too much. And that's level 6. Have fun dealing with Mass Teleport. Especially on super small maps like AZ. This can be super quick attacks. Castle tag to back this up. He wants to end this game as soon as possible. I think Chaemiko is certainly without chances here at this point. It was the leveling that was way superior compared to the harass. Okay, we do have Blizzard now, and he finally does something against the footmen. If he can get rid of them, I think there's still no breakers, right? So that's why Infi is going into Knights with the tier 3 tech. He's creating some space at least, but damage has been done. Mountain King 4.6. No barracks anymore, so even the tier 3 tech wouldn't really help him. There's still a heal scroll, there's still an invo potion, doesn't need it at all. But okay, Infi retreats for now, waiting for his tier 3 tech to end. And a workshop for mortar teams. Knights, mortars, basically the ultimate army in Human Mirror. Oh, nice. Drops the footman into the base, mass teleport onto it. That Zeppelin with the footman inside certainly paid off. And now he has the human buildings, Chaemiko's own buildings, to block. Blizzard is doing a decent job, I guess. No mana on the Mountain King, so he's just a big footman. There should be a heal scroll. Yes, there is. But he doesn't really need it. Just mass TPs out. And how many peasants are alive? 1? Really? 2? I count 2. That's a long way back. Total resources. Infi, despite the mid-tier harass, overcame that one. And here's mass teleport again. This is exactly what I mean. If he kills the 2 peasants, then the game is over. No resources anymore. I mean, the game is over already. He still thinks he can do it because of breakers. But there will be knights soon. And mortars. I think he doesn't know about the tech yet. The cooldown on mass teleport is absolutely ridiculous. He has no mana at the moment, so a clarity should do it. He couldn't afford to risk feedback shots. Otherwise he would have been stuck. But there was a townfall, right? Yes, there was. And with Zombie Mask and Brilliance Aura too, The mana regen is insane. Look at it. Ting 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 ting. Can't even catch up, really. Uh-oh. Archmage dangerously close to the MK. Master Priests, Mortar Teams, Knights, Animal War Train, all that good stuff you get at tier 3. Plus the Paladin. Infi breaking upkeep, 58 supply for him. And he's 500 gold ahead now. 2,600 here. Actually, both are at 2,600. Can he get a banish? Didn't go for it, surprisingly. Could have forced the town portal. I used the town portal, right? No, that's not important. It's ready again. So, Inner Fire applied. Level 5, super close. And this level 2 Blizzard is not doing anything. Stormbolts, surround. And bash. Way too much damage. He tries to go in with an Invo Potion, cast Blizzard on himself to get rid of that army. But the tech advantage is too high, the level advantage is too high. If Infi would have decided to go for an Expo, then maybe there was a way to punish it. Town portal back, 350 gold gone for Chaemiko, and this should be the final fight. Level 5 on the MK. Stormbolt on... what was it actually? Can't see it, everything is clustered up. Archmage is backcasting that Blizzard, and it is level 5, so you can really feel the upgrade. But Mortar Teams are in a great position against the casters. There's no mana for TP, or for mass TP, so he has to go for the normal one. Can Chaemiko actually turn this around? 16 supply advantage. Flare for scouting. If he can get rid of the Mortar Team somehow, then he gets rid of the damage. He has the better AoE with that. And the mine should last a little longer. Oh, he's down to one peasant again. Infi's so smart. Not focusing on the units in the fight, but on the economy again. Hopefully that keeps the knights alive for such a long time, of course. Even with Blizzard, he can't really reach the breakers. What is this Mortar Team doing there? Quite a weird position to be in. But he's not punishing it. Level 4. Ah, now he does. You see the supply dropping. Is there a heal scroll? No. Heal scroll would be great now. He has a decent shot with his Blizzard, but Infi just takes this. After the initial harass, this was way too much. I thought it was a really good idea to drop the water elementals, because he killed 5 peasant in tech. But he really forgot, like, he didn't forget to creep. It was more like he prioritized differently. And with that, Infi ran away in experience, and even despite having no breakers, there was nothing Chaemiko could do against the footmen. And then footmen win the fight. And then you can do whatever you want. Creep more. He had great items though. Great items. With the Sobi Mask early. With the Mana Potion. With the Flute of Accuracy. That all helped. and again they didn't invite me. What the hell? Okay, match 3 is coming up in this best of 5. Would you present some statistics about the Warcraft 3 Invitational? What do you want to know? Oh, thank you, Moonglade, for the 100 viewer host. That is certainly awesome. And Fire Sailor Man, 36 month. 3 years sub icon when? Keep on rocking, guys. 3 years sub for Fire Sailor. One of the first to sub and still being with us here. That's fucking amazing. Never break that streak! So in 2 minutes, we can go into the game. Or? 1 minute. What can I tell you about statistics? We gained 11,000 Twitch followers, 1,000 YouTube subscribers, 400 Facebook likes, and 900 Twitter followers. That's pretty awesome. Donations 0. Maximum viewership 21,908. Was there anything about hacking? Yes, they are aware. Yes, they are working on it. Oh, same goes for matchmaking. Unique visitors 200,000 on day 1. Pretty good, I would say. 400,000 eyes on us. And the game is live. Third map coming up in this winner bracket final. It is basically down to a best of 3. Ready to work, ready to cast. And here are your players again. Infi and Chaemiko. Quite a surprise that Chaemiko took game 1. But Infi came back swinging. Maybe the wrong tactical decision for Chaemiko. I think he has good ideas. But maybe balance was an issue. Like how to balance echo, harass, and creeping. You really need high-level heroes as fast as possible. We are on Terranar Stand. Level 3 is very easy here. And on this map, we oftentimes see the tier 3 tech. At least from one player. Of course, if you win this series,
forces are under attack.
Then you have 5 points for the GCS system guarantee. pretty sure the two interviews with the Blizzard guys aren't back to Warcraft YouTube. That is true. Also here in the Twitch VOD archive.
The player's forces are under attack.
TH is 2-1 over Romantic. Thank you for the information. So match points for TH. And he would meet the loser of this in the lower bracket final, as he stands in the lower bracket semifinal after losing to Life. Chaemiko starting off okay with the mantle. The ring, of course, is crap. Infi on the other side. Circling. If he gets the mantle as well, this is the dream drop. Gets the slippers though, so pretty balanced item drops here, I think. Infi failed the lab creep? What? Ah! Haha. Wait. What did he do? Did he deny something with a lightning shield or something? I didn't really catch it, sorry. Interesting difference here for both players. Chaemiko going for boots and the shop therefore. Infi going for the mercenary camp. And he has Shadow Priest. Usually Shadow Priests are cementing the road to victory in Human Mirror. And a big invo potion for him. I mean, of course you can always pull the creeps away and then get the Shadow Priest, but that's micro-intensive.
Players' forces are under attack.
First little skirmish here. We have both level 3 heroes, and he's able to snipe the Shadow Priest. Quite the big move for Chaemiko. Tanks a lot of hits on his Archmage though, but it's fine, he can just run away. Thanks to the Boots of Speed. Good item, shout out to Remo. Infi doesn't have that, so the Archmage should be able to chase him. And there's no tech for Infi yet! Oh boy! That's not good. I mean, of course, there's an investment into the mercs. That is quite obvious.
Forces are under attack.
How is this
Siege.
supposed to work? I mean, he rearranges his peasants so they can't really be attacked, and he attacked at the same time. There's a big opening into this base. Mass repair on this tower. Both go for the economy. He sends the footman back and just terrasses with the water elemental. Gets some time, but no kills. Archmage steps back, so he's there now. Call to arms being used. Everything more, and Chaemiko is losing a lot. These two water elementals of Infi are providing serious damage. Was quite a big experience as well. Tap teleportation. There's no Arcane Tower anymore. The water elementals are free to reign. The Berserker is doing great job. He's down to 28 supply. Finally, he can take care of it. 2 footmen. Okay, 1 is killed. Second one is killed. That was nice. But the Archmage is low. And there's barely any workers left. What a move by Infi. Now Chaemiko is back. Of course, no mining for a long time. And he has to rebuild his entire Echo. Level 4 for him, though. And Infi is losing every single footman. He's not town portaling out of this. Still Water Elemental War. He still wants to get more workers. If he can get this shop. He needs to fast build it. He can't really afford to send more peasants in, because they will all be killed. Nice. Block, but Invo Potion. Okay. 1 kill. 2 kills. And that's it. Look at this. It's a graveyard in Chaemiko's base. He's down to 4 workers. That's okay-ish, I guess. Infi's tech is only halfway through. And the Chinese just showed Chaemiko how to base harass. I mean, he has 40 seconds tech advantage. He can build 1 Sanctum. And levels are quite equal, I'd say. 4.3. 1. Yeah, they are. Infi lost his entire army, but he got a Shredder. He can still pull Militia.
Forces are under attack.
And he's sniping the Renegade. I like that play. Drawing out the Footman, so these Enforcers don't do anything at the moment. Robe of the Mage. His item luck continues. Chaemiko comes in for the harass, dispels the Water Elemental though, gets the Shadow Priest, and he can't fight against the Shredder. There's no way. Can't really stand still. And so big experience again for Infi. Follows up, and this is the better balance. Like, you go for one base harass, it goes good, or goes well. And then you creep, and then you try to get your level 5 faster. For the first time in this series we see a Panda. He's still not building the Sanctums, man. Sanctums, at least one Sanctum is coming up for Infi, who gets the Mountain King again. Was quite close, but he can step out, hide in the base. Should be fine. So Breath of Fire won't do too much, because there are basically no footmen anymore. Against the militia support, that's of course nice. But he really should creep his mercenary camp, or maybe his expo even.
A player's forces are under attack.
This also gives him gold, which can help. Level 1.5 here, level 4.6 here. Quite equal, except the second hero. The thing with the Panda is, once this game goes late, and there are breakers, then how does he want to hit the casters? It's so hard. If Infi micros correctly, then the breakers will hit the Panda, he will be low on mana, and he's blocking the way with his breakers towards the priest, so he can't really hit them. Infi is prioritizing his Mountain King creeping now. Clears up the shop. Panda creeps solo. Archmages are chasing each other. But Chaemiko is still only at 1 Sanctum. He has 700 gold. He does have the resources, I guess. There's still a big one. Expansion by Infi. Okay.
A player's force.
He knows double attack. Sanctum play. I'm so safe right now. He was trying to surround with an illusion. Didn't really work. This is getting him closer to fire. But actually both are. Using a Breath of Fire onto Waterlands. He really wants this experience. No slow, of course. So I think he just... wait, no, he sacrifices it. Drunken Brawler second uses another Breath of Fire. He's not saving any mana at all.
Under attack.
I still don't know if Drunken Brawler is affected by the critical strike nerf as well. I think it's only the Blade Master. On the PTR, of course, that is. Panda scouts the expansion. He knows, okay, Infi is weak at the moment because of the big investment into this expo. 500, 600 gold. But if you take a look at total resources, that's 1,000 gold difference.
A player's forces are under attack.
Plus Sanctum's first breakers already, plus an early blacksmith. He's not going mass priest as it usually would be the case. Panda gets the Sobi mask. That's really great for him. But Infi is getting the Taskmaster, and therefore the next big consumable. I don't know. Level 5 Archmage here though. Did Chaemiko get the same? Yes. Okay, so we have level 3 Water Elementals. Tier 3 tech 60% done. That's why he was only on 1 Sanctum, obviously. If he can buy more time, he will have way faster Knights Mortars and Priests to back it up. Archmage joins the rest of the army. No level 3 for the second hero yet. There is a level 3 Panda. Would be a decent-ish time to fight. There's still a big gold gap thanks to this expansion, and the Panda Yeah, okay. He wants to
A
go for
player's
the
forces
expansion.
are under attack.
Deny this one. Breath of fire, where are you? Okay, that was bad. He wanted the tower as soon as possible. So if there's repair now, he can hit 2 more breaths. If he tears down this expansion, this looks really good, but no. At least he denied some mining. At least he slowed him down. And that buys time for his tier 3, which is finished now. And it's time for Knights, Inner Fire, and Paladin and Mortars. The early game was great for Infi, but this game is not over for a long time. On paper, the food situation is horrible. But if he can stall more time, then the tech advantage will make up for it. There is a workshop for Infi as well. Interesting. Gyrocopter. And this means he will certainly go to tier 3 at some point as well. Chaemiko with the panda again. Sniping the shredder. That was big. Also breath of fire into the workers. He's not teching, so he can reproduce them quite easily. There's 2 more breaths. Can't really answer. Breath of fire hits the priest, so a lot of mana will be invested into this as well. Now we have a gyrocopter though, as anti-air. And gyrocopters are faster, of course. So he will do some damage, and Chaemiko knows TP's out. But again, time. He lost a bit of mining in his main and at his expo. Of course, now both are well established. Needs some more towers. Chaemiko can play this game over and over and over again. If he goes for a second Zeppelin, maybe. His army is rising. He's still at 48. He gets 100% of the gold because he's in no upkeep. Infi at the moment getting only 70%. But of course his army is weak. There's not much to creep anymore on this map. So Chaemiko should have a timing soon. He's saving some gold, going for Animal War Train. Okay, the next farm is coming.
Forces are under attack.
He wants to stay in no upkeep as long as possible. The question is, will Infi just run over him at some point with the 17 supply advantage, or will the Mortar Team Knight combo be more helpful? Inner Fire's not ready yet, but very close. So now we have it, and he knows. But it's still 20 supply. No mortar teams on Infi's side. Of course, without fragmentation shards, they're not that great. Fragmentation shards are upgraded for the Korean. So, mass versus class. Quality versus quantity. Is an Archmage close to 6? Not really. Early stages of level 5.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under
In the meantime, Water Elemental is harassing, but there are 2 towers. Oh, and he actually has 2 mortar teams. So once Infi gets to tier 3, oh, that Stormbolt hurt. And another bash after it. Is there a staff already? No, but Holy Light. Oh, there is a staff in the Archmage. Okay, but he didn't want to use it because it was so close. Or the army of Infi was so close to the main, and the Panda again with the Holy Light save. But these breakers won't do anything for much longer. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 15 supply that will be rendered useless at some point. Tug of War. Chaemiko is catching up in supply. He broke upkeep, he's going for more knights and more mortar teams. I like how Infi is constantly running away from the mortar shards. Speaking of shards, fragmentation shards are finished, and he has 3 mortars. He just has to make sure that they will not be intercepted, because they're so squishy and will be sniped in a heartbeat. TP back. So he defends them. How many knights? One? That's it? That's his meat shield? Okay. Breath of Fire doesn't hit too much. And of course, Infi can't snipe the mortars with his Mountain King. There's only one Stormbolt. Gets rid of the front line. Where are the mortar teams, man? They're trying to battle each other. But this is so dangerous because all the breakers can attack them. And he's losing so much. He has to run away now, but the mortars can still shoot. Saves the Zeppelin. Doesn't save the mortars yet. Here we go. But he can't take this fight. No way in hell he can take this fight. The Panda seems to be a bad choice at this point. Holy Light goes into him over and over again. That means he can't save the Knight. He can't save the Mortar Team. The Paladin is out of position. Goes for the Invo Potion there. No Divine Shield yet. Oh, that Breath of Fire was sweet. Did they have a shop here to heal up? Nope, but there's still many priests. But this fight was so one-sided. His army just wasn't ready yet. There's a Stormbolt. Can he get in range? No. Oh, there we go. On the Paladin. Staff out. But the next one will certainly hit the Panda. GG. That was too much stuff. And Infi claims the lead here. And the 2-1 for him. Match points. And then he would be in the grand final. If Infi wins one map, he gets 5 points for the GCS leaderboard. This harass was just way too much. It was 1,000 gold from this harass. And from that point on, he established such a nice mid-game. With the Breaker army, with the expansion. Chaemiko was trying to catch up, and I think tier 3 was the only way, trying to rush it. But at some point he has to decide, like, will I give him more time to mine? Because then he can tech and catch up with attack. And he kinda had to attack, I think. So let's take a look at the bracket once again. It's 2-2 between Romantic and TH, interestingly. So there's a game 5 going on. Which is faster than this. Okay. Chaemiko in blue this time. On Ancient Isles, they're swapping colors. And therefore Infi in red. 1,600 viewers here watching the first game. That's certainly nice. TH and Romantic can be watched on Chinese streams. I don't know if Chaco is streaming today. If yes, then you can go for that channel. Ooh, we do have the groups for Doyu Cup. Doyu Super League starts on March 10. And we're gonna have 2 best of 3s every single day from that cup or league. And the groups are WFZ, TH, 120 and Focus. On the other side, Lin, Infi, Life and Romantic. This is so stacked. Every single game will be amazing. It's gonna be good.
A player's forces are
So of course it's Archmage. On Ancient Isles you don't really have too many options but to go for the Magi first. Claws of Attack would be nice. Gloves of Attack for Chaemiko is certainly a nice drop. Gloves of Haste, meh, not too much. With Gloves of Attack, you can creep faster. It's way easier to kill Footman.
Forces are under attack.
Arcane Tower not skipped, and there's a second Arcane Tower by Chaemiko. He doesn't want to get raided again. Chaco is not online? Okay, sorry, I don't know. Yeah, usually Sunday is his day off, right? Stream lagging? Really? Shouldn't be the case. No lag? Alright. Thank you, Nerto, for the 13-month sub. 13 months of Warcraft 3, yeah! Thank you! Let's go. Scout Footman intercepted. Once again. Nice block by Chaemiko. He's so good with blocks and surrounds. Of course, in Human Mirror, not that great. Again, race for the Mercenary Camp to enable Shadow Priest and Berserkers. They're certainly nice against the Red Drake. You can drop Robe of the Magi, Sobi Mask, and True Shot Aura. Those three would be the best. And True Shot Aura for Infi again. His item luck is unbelievable today. Gets level 3 from it, plus the Mercs. Chaemiko finds the same! So that's nice. Both with a upgrade for free, basically. Defend upgrade very early. Haven't seen that in game 2, right? I don't think I saw it. Rewards can be good as well. Depends on how will you do it. And again, Infi is prioritizing creeping. Chaemiko is prioritizing the harass. So how does it work out this time? When on Last Refuge he didn't harass at all. And he won that game. TP out now. Quite aggressive, but not blocking the path. So that was 350 gold. And Infi without a town portal now. Chaemiko can play this game over and over again as long as he has his own town portal and doesn't lose too much. So the map control should belong to the Korean. Tier 2 tech on the way. But Infi with an advantage there. Didn't lose a Footman, right? I don't see a corpse, so that's fine. Lumber mill behind it for masonry and improved lumber harvesting, of course. Level 4 already. Infi is so fast. 5 minutes in the game and level 4. And again, it's one level ahead. He stole the laboratory from Chaemiko's side. And that's big. That's just so much experience. Expansions are very, very, very rare on this map.
A player's forces are under attack.
So I don't think we will see that. But yeah, this is what I mean. Chaemiko can go for it over and again. Cancels the shop again. So he delays the breakers with that. If he can snipe the altar. He gets rid of the Mountain King possibility. That will force him, I guess, into Panda. And I really don't like the Panda too much in Mirror. But okay. Altar survives. Nice snipe again against the Shadow Priest. So at the moment, no dispel. Infi has boots, but... Oh, nice block. As I said, those micro moves by Chaemiko always
a player's forces
great.
Are under attack.
Holy shit, what's going on with the donation bar here? Sir Kato, thank you so much for the 25 euro donation. Just watched the VODs of the Legends event. It was freaking awesome! Missed my German legends like Mio, though. Well, you had Taker. Right? So, you got one German legend. Panda second here. Second donation by Nerto right after the resub for the amazing Tuesday and Wednesday. 25 euros as well. So donation goal reached. Thank you very much, guys. That went fast. Two guys with the same idea at the same time. That really helps. Thank you so much. And yeah, Infi is again going for the Mountain King, the late game solution. I think with the Panda, it's good to bust expansions and to get rid of the Footman soon. But you could also do that with level 4 and Blizzard. He is catching up, but Infi is getting the second red spot. And it's the Book of the Dead this time. Can he get a timing where there's no Dispel? I doubt it. Possible. Archmage almost surrounded. Whoa, that was close. Infi taking big risks here. Oh, okay, that was a stab, so that could have been a lot of damage. Mountain King close to level 2. Chaemiko getting the second null with Boots of Speed. So he has one pair of boots on both of them. But against Stormbolt, you can't run away. And therefore trades the TP. Leaves the rest of the camp to Infi, who's rolling to level 3. 4.5 Archmage. Still no level 4 Archmage for Chaemiko. And is he blocking his base? No way. This will cost so much time. He has to get rid of Spawn, right? To get out. Or buy Zeppelin or something. Oh, this is bad. And Infi sees this, and Infi reacts, builds some towers, continues to creep. This is just a mistake that can't happen. It looked bad for him before already. But this is just horrendous.
A player's forces are under attack.
There was like 1.5 minutes where Infi could do whatever he wants. And that of course gives him level 4 and 6. Chaemiko needs kills desperately. Counters this Panda attack with a Stormbolt. Militia support was there, gets the Dispel, and that's finally level 3. So the mana region is on par now. But the Archmage is just soaking up more and more experience. This is where the Panda is great for, though. Denying expansions, killing workers, and Infi abandons the idea of expanding. Key for survival for Chaemiko. And some more kills. That's important because there's not much left on the map. Oh, Book of the Dead. He puts it to good use. Good damage from the Arcane Towers, but not for much longer. Chaemiko has to respond. Is out of the game. Or yeah. What can he do, man? I mean, there's no Archmage. He could win the fight, but he has to save his Echo. The Arcane Towers are gone, and then there's still 4 Skeleton Archers available. Every single unit of this Book of the Dead. What was he attacking the entire time with the 2 Arcane Towers? He could have get rid of all this stuff. It's the Slaughter again. Triple kill on the peasants. Level 5 AM with this. And this was one Book of the Dead, and he stabs out. There's no Stormbolt. Staff gives you so much control over the game when your opponent has a Panda instead of a Mountain King. Because there's no disable. You can't interrupt this. And Infi is just marching forward. 48 supply versus 47 is okay, but he's continuing with his expansion again. Double Arcane Tower in his base as well. Blacksmith for upgrades. Do we have upgrades already here? Getting the first one. He saw it, of course, and then he has to catch up. But he's in such a nice position. Stormbolt, right clicks. Panda is in a bad spot. Has to use the invul. He's blocking himself there. But Infi also with the Footman here. Does he have mana? Yeah, he has a lot of mana. Not using it though. Would have been 2 kills in the equipment there, but the heal scroll saves him. It was the last one though. No breakers in Infi's army, by the way. Ah, one. Okay, another breath. Oh, there's plenty. And there's no heal scroll anymore. So Chaemiko is winning this fight despite the higher level Archmage. Quite impressive. But he had militia support, of course. More breakers. Archmage surrounded! Is the damage enough? He needs a breath of fire. Something! And he kills the AM! Level 3! And that was a level 5 Archmage man. What an investment to this buyback. 600, 700 gold, something like that. That was huge. Infi was preparing to break into upkeep. But not anymore. I thought he has this quite easily. But Chaemiko with his surround says no. He was too sure of himself that the staff would work. With the damage output, good that he saved the mana on the panda, man. So that breath was huge. Now he's level 3. And when he calls for militia, this is a feast for the panda. Moving forward though, is there another Stormbolt? Yeah, one only. And the breaker advantage is pretty nice. Oh, that's level 4 on him. Of course, this Archmage kill was already a huge XP boost. You shouldn't focus on the Mountain King too much, just on units to get this level 5 exactly. And summon the Water Elemental. Here we go. Still no gold mine for Infi at the 9 o'clock position. More upgrades? Yes, first defense upgrade is coming here. For Infi, not so much. The lack of breakers is absolutely visible. He only has 3. Chaemiko has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 upgrades are finished already. So 2-1 is coming, and he has the 2-shot aura. 2-shot aura basically a free upgrade, so 3-1 in no time. So that was Chaemiko's time for this push. Will he equalize the series with the small advantage he has now? Oh, he didn't rebuild the arcanes. And that in a moment where Chaemiko is breaking upkeep, this hurts. Archmage is stuck though, but this time he will staff out a little earlier. Entire army is chasing, he's in a good position though. Yeah, there's nothing extra. Equipment got rid of 1 tower at least. So many priests. It's basically mass breakers versus mass priests, right? And in the long run, the one with the more priests should win this. Invis potion again. Oh, not again, but Invis potion this time. It's Infi's ward, so it can't be seen. And this is a good timing. Positions himself back in the base again. Summons the water elemental, right clicks. And you see the damage output of this water elemental level 3 is just ridiculous. 45 average attacks.
A player's forces are under attack.
Distraction. It's so crazy how Infi has the mindset to just perfectly annoy his opponent. So whenever he had an advantage, Chaemiko, Infi just pulled the right strings to move him back. But there's a panda surround. Almost died there, sorry. About that Archmage with an invul as well. Who's gonna die first? Looks like the panda. He needs massive healing now. Even a potion. Infi breaking upkeep? No, nobody is. But he has 1,000 gold. So he will break upkeep soon. Again, Archmage level 6 is the next big goal. 2-2 upgrades for the breakers are coming. On his side, 1-2. Is he going 2-2? Yes. So the upgrades will be the same. And again, he thinks it's time for an expansion. Don't know if that's the right call. sweet. 2 water elementals again. Oh, actually abandons this. But look at the map. Chaemiko is caught here. In his quarter, I guess, of the map. And Infi has all the other stuff. Making sure that there's no expansion coming, expanding himself, and trapping his opponent in the base. Small kills. Over and over and over again. He's bleeding him dry. 3,000 gold in the main. Okay, that's decent. And this is not designed to kill or break the base. This is just there to buy time. And with the Zeppelin it's even easier because there's not much anti-air. I mean, yeah, the Water Elemental and Archmage. But you have to be in a position for that, which she kind of is now. Breath of Fire doesn't do too much because the priests are all safe. I love how Infi abuses the building positions of Chaemiko. With all the stuff lined up here, with all the stuff lined up here. There's not too much surface to attack. But Chaemiko knows. And he has to react. 46 supply for him, with 51 for Infi. With massive lumber issues. Could go for a shredder if he wants to. If the panda would find this army. Oh, sweet. But as I said, this expansion is risky. I think Chaemiko has to fully commit to it to tear it down, and he does. There's a counterattack from Infi, but this won't accomplish too much, I guess. I mean, he only has 3 workers remaining? What? Okay, he breaks the expo and has to TP. Only 1 worker? Is this his final worker? Really? Oh boy. This Stormbolt on the Panda was nice. So no Breath of Fire.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's no worker. There's not a single worker anymore. $2,730 gold here. Wow, this is 2,000 gold flash. It's like Chaemiko does a move in a game and it works out okay, but not great. And in the next game, Infi does the exact same move, but just 1,000 times better. That's pretty impressive. There's a lot of items now. Invul and heal scroll. Only an invul on this side. Of course he needs the heal scroll a lot more against the panda, who finds a very nice spot. Panda getting burned here. Level 6 though. This is mass teleport unlocked. Or is it Brilliance Aura? No, right. It's just mass teleport. It's way too powerful. If it's a decisive fight and you level up in a decisive fight, then yeah, maybe go for Aura 3. 3 Breath of Fires force the heal scroll, and yeah, just TP out. Heal up, regen mana, and then attack again. Chaemiko has mass teleported as well though. With the last kill he got it. So there's gonna be a mass teleport on this water elemental. This is a mass TP race, everybody. Here we go. Oh, this panda. If the panda reaches, there's just so much to burn. But he can't. Nah, he hit a few. But that's it. He will not be mana burned at all. But how is he supposed to win this fight? The breakers are positioned perfectly. Oh, that's a nice spot for the panda. But only one more breaker, one more breath available. And his position is not that nice anymore. He has to throw it soon because the breakers start attacking. And burning the mana. But okay. repositioning me. This is so annoying. But I guess this was good for Chaemiko. Long distance mining now. Infi is out of gold. Chaemiko is still mining for 1,500. No need at all to go for this. And I think Chaemiko might be turning this around. Level 5 Stormbolt though. And a good breaker army as well. The panda is pretty much useless. But yeah, this is the backlash of the Echo Harass. I mean, he gets a little gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 peasant long distance mining. That gives you something, but he has no lumber. So he can't really expand. There's no water elemental in this Zeppelin anymore. But okay, we will see the same play by Chaemiko. I think he just has to scout the long distance mining and wait for them to come and then kill them all with Breath of Fire. That should be the play. But at the moment, why would he leave his base? There's no reason to. He just sits on this egg right here like a hen.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, he scouted the long distance mining. He knows that Infi has some kind of income. 3 priests only, getting 3 more. The other side, 1, 2, 3, 4 for Infi. Oh, nice dodge. Of course, with level 3 Stormbolt, you can snipe priests and insta-gip them. 50 supply versus 52. I don't know if that's the right timing to break upkeep, but okay. Chaemiko knows. Priests are far away from the panda. Really like that play. What's the Mountain King doing in there? I mean, can get rid of workers, yeah. Just a little distraction. This is Breaker Wars par excellence, by the way. Chaemiko's army is not really attacking. He microed some hurt ones back. He's at 58 supply. But that's the final gold. Nobody has income anymore. Infi once again reliant on long distance mining. Chaemiko can't do that because Infi is occupying his base. Mass teleport, but what was this? Not really great. The position is bad. He calls to arms. He really wants to get rid of everything. These 2 water elementals can be easily dispelled if he has the mana. Breath of Fire doesn't hit too much. And Chaemiko can't build anything anymore. Both at 50. Game on United. The panda died to a Stormbolt in the bottom left there. And yeah, without Breath of Fire. The priest can heal up everything, but he got a nice concave on the breakers. Can he win this fight without the second hero? It's gonna be a lot of experience for his Archmage, and maybe Brilliance Aura level 3 helps there? But no, he just TPs out. Saves the rest of the army. And even has a supply lead. That Stormbolt was huge. 10 breakers. 11 breakers. But only 3 priests. That's the issue. Not much to spell in this army. Stormbolt on the Archmage. No staff on him, no invul, not a single item that helps him in this fight. Same for the other Archmage. And invul potion on the Mountain King. He's close to level 6 as well, man. Avatar would be sick. But you can see how much more powerful Infi's heal is. So far, at least. Actually, Infi is closer to level 7 than his opponent. He can't get the panda back. He has no gold for that. Or did he buy it? Nope. The concave is sweet, but that's level 6. And level 7. That's too much. GG! Infi wins this game as well. 3 games in a row for Infi, who is in the grand final now and has 5 points guaranteed. He will be at least top 2 in the leaderboard after this tournament. And who won TH versus Romantic? Let's check the bracket. The Liquipedia boys are doing good. Romantic is not updated yet. So watch TH versus Romantic ASAP. It's already finished, right? TH won? Alright, so we get Chaemiko versus TH next. Sometimes I don't understand Neo. In the beginning of the game, the panda is bad. Later with breakers, the panda is shit. Then the panda dies and the conclusion is no chance anymore. Come on, man. Of course the panda isn't as good as the Mountain King late game, but still, it's the second best part of your army because it's your second hero. So, without that, and already a higher priest count on your opponent's side, there's no way of reducing that priest count anymore. So if the panda dies, it's just infinite healing. So, TH won against Romantic. That means Romantic ends up 4th in this qualifier. And gets 3 points from this new system. TH versus Chaemiko could... the winner of that game gets guaranteed 5 points. The winner ends up with 3. And of course the chance to boost it up to 10. Infi is waiting in the grand final. And we're going into a little break here. Before we go into the lower bracket final. TH versus Chaemiko coming up. Let's see if the Korean can strike back. You can vote. Who's your favorite? The Korean or the world champion TH? See you in a bit.